I am so excited to share today's video with you guys. So, many years ago when I was in high school, my mom came home with this cute little light-up USB Christmas tree, and I thought it was the cutest thing ever, and I always imagined these little ornaments on it, but when I was in high school, I didn't really have the supplies to make them myself. So, I decided this year I wanted to make my own ornaments for my little Christmas tree out of polymer clay. So that's what we're doing here. I started out with a general sphere shape just to add some color, and then I did a couple little stars out of this clay that is translucent and has iridescent flakes in it. As you will see later in the video, the tree itself is a sort of magenta-y purple color, so I wanted to stick with a sort of Star Party motif in terms of color and themes of the shapes of the ornaments, and I think that I stuck to that pretty well, so that's why we have some of the pinks and purples and blues and pastel colors and stuff like that. So one of the things I wanted to do was make little cookies, like Christmas cookies, because I really love making baked goods out of polymer clay. I think it's just the most fun thing ever. So I just took some tan circles and shaded them with pastels and put some liquefied lime green clay on it, which it ended up baking a lot darker than that neon green look I'm pretty thankful for, because it was kind of a bit of a shocking color. But I really love cookies in particular because you can take a little coil of clay and wrap it around to give the icing a really clean look, and then the shape can be defined, but it still looks like an actual cookie to some extent. Another thing I wanted to do were some cute little moons. I thought that those would complement the stars really nicely. And then I thought it would be cool to do some crystals, because I have a block of clay that's called rose quartz, and I knew that when it bakes, it is a little bit more translucent and shimmery, and it's the lighter color that you see here. So I think in my mind, I was imagining it to be a little bit lighter when it would bake, but it's still okay. And in fact, I think before it baked, it looked a little bit like candy canes, but after it baked, it looks more crystalline. And I didn't show it, but one of the things that I made, because when you cut the crystal shapes, you get leftover chunks of clay, and so I took those little chunks of clay and mushed them together and made some little macaron cookies. And finally, I made a star topper, because of course you need one of those for your tree, right? And so I decided to try to do something themed like Star Party. I will say that the pastel colors that I use straight out of the block are convenient because you don't have to mix a color with white, but I really don't think I should keep using them as much because they're super soft. And the thing with polymer clay is that you have to work it with your hands before you start using it to get it moldable and to be able to shape it. And the Michaels brand of polymer clay actually is really super soft, and so it's difficult to keep it from moving around after you set it. Something else that I did was used a bit of some rainbow faux fur fabric to cut out a tree skirt, and I made little hooks for the ornaments out of the pieces of wire that I cut from the pins to make them fit into the ornaments themselves. So from here on, it was just time to decorate, and I actually had a really hard time keeping the ornaments on. I think that's a little bit surprising, but I guess I just didn't really make the hooks good enough. They are kind of small, and so they don't want to hold on to things. So if you end up trying something like this, I would really suggest finding some better way to attach them to the tree. It could be that maybe you could tie some thread into the pin and then hook through the thread instead of the pin itself, or maybe you could actually get some actual ornament hooks and cut them down to size with some wire cutters, because I think that ornament hook wire is actually thinner than the pins that I used. So I sort of had trouble keeping things on there. I'm having some bad luck this holiday season with ornaments. My cats keep knocking them down, and they actually broke their first ornament of the season, which I'm surprised it took this long, but you know, that's decorating, I guess. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I just think it's so cute, and sometimes I don't get to see the real tree as much as I'd like to because I'm in my office working, and so I like being able to have a little touch of the holiday on my desk that I can just look down at. Something else I decided to do was stick in some of my other charms that I normally have for sale because I just have a few sitting around, and so I have these cute little ghosties. I thought it would be cute to have them peeking out of the tree. And here we have it lit up. Isn't it cute? I forgot how bright and vibrant the lights in it were, so it kind of loses a little bit of the color, but who cares? It's fun, it's cute, it's Christmas, and since I have to have a real green tree, I decided that my office gets to have the cute girly pink over the top tree, even if it's really tiny. And we have our star on top, which is really fingerprinty. Oh god, don't look at it. Hey, well, if you're looking for a good holiday gift this season, I am available for commission, and I hope that you would consider my services because I am eager to please when it comes to making art for other people. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season. I hope that I get to make a couple more holiday-themed videos before the end of the year, and we get to have some fun, seasonal, festive fun together. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next video.